And welcome back, whether you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch. This is going to be a short announcement video of basically the upcoming streams and sort of the plans for the stream cycle and the video cycle, given that I am, in theory, now back from vacation. I do have a slight bit of a cold up in the nasal region, so my voice may sound a little bit weird for a couple days, but this is, as I've got in the Excel here, this is sort of what the upcoming plan is. Tonight we're going to be streaming Terra Invicta, continuing the existing run. That's basically gonna go into a 4-night, 4-part sort of big cycle between the 4 games. So Terra Invicta is gonna be tonight's game. Tomorrow, the 1.0 patch for Farthest Frontier should release. I should be able to have checked and make sure it works before tomorrow's stream. So in theory, that will be what we'll be doing tomorrow. I'm planning on trying to release this video today on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, if it's within like 24 hours, well, if it's within like 4 hours, my hope is to get this released right before I start streaming the Terra Invicta. But if it's within 24 hours, we may be streaming Farthest Frontier. The day after tomorrow, I'm planning on streaming FreeCol, which is the open source free sort of recreation of Sid Meier's Sid Meier's Colonization, the original version of that. So that's an open source game. That's a free game. I'll try to put a link to that in the description of the YouTube video when we run that. We're gonna play at least one game of that. We'll see how fast we go. I'm gonna try to do 2 nights of that. We may end up actually doing 2 runs if I'm really fast, but it'll probably be 1 run. So that'll be the 2 nights of that. But the first night of that will be not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow. The day after the day after tomorrow will be Endless Legends. Endless Legend. We're going to do sort of a more aggressive war run. The previous run we did, we ended up going with a sort of a dust-centric victory method. This one we're going to basically, I'm going to play the Cult or the oh, now I'm forgetting the name of the Insectoid guys. We're gonna play one either the Cult or the Insectoid guys, and do sort of a more war-centric run where we try to actually eliminate all the opposition instead of just out competing them in a field. So that's gonna be the sort of 4-game cycle until we finish up one of those games. I don't necessarily know how long Terra Invicta is gonna go for. I do have an idea what we're gonna do after Terra Invicta, which is Xenonauts. Although Terra Invicta may take a while. It's either gonna be real quick or it's gonna take a while. Because we're basically hunting the aliens at this point. As long as we're calm, collected, and steadfast, the alien fleets can't really win against our fleets in Terra Invicta. So I suspect the Terra Invicta run will end pretty suddenly when it does end, but we are working towards the end of that. My plan right now is to replace it with Xenonauts in the cycle when that ends. Farthest Frontier, again, we're gonna play that. I suspect it'll take about as long as it did for the last one. I might do slightly longer parts, or I might change it around a little bit. We're gonna be playing in 1.0, which adds the tech tree, which may speed it up, it may slow it down. I don't know how that's gonna work. I haven't really looked into the 1.0 version. When that's done, we're gonna swap over to Strategic Command World War One. While I was away on break, I did have my laptop, and I did actually play a little bit of Strategic Command World War One, which I picked up just before break. So I'm going to try basically recreating what I did over break, which was do the German side in the Cold Arms campaign, and see if we can win that. I was able to win it over break, so basically see, can I repeat that on stream while people are watching? But that'll be basically what replaces Farthest Frontier. FreeCol will get replaced with Shadow Empire. I'm going to try to put a poll up on Reddit when 7 days before that. We swap over to Shadow Empire, which is why I'm planning to do at least 2 nights of FreeCol. But then we'll do Shadow Empire. Still trying to decide what's going to be on that poll. So if you're watching this video and if I don't have a comment in the link to this video on YouTube for FreeCol. Link in the comment to this to the poll. on Reddit. Feel free to leave a comment suggesting what sort of style of run you'd like to see. By the time I put the comment in probably means I'll put the poll up. But at that point, then that will be a link to the poll, in which case you can then go there and vote on Reddit for what you'd like to see for the Shonen Empire. That's what's likely going to take over for Free Coal when that finishes. After Endless Legends, the sort of war-centric run, and that ends, we're going to stop at Humankind and probably turn the difficulty up. Maybe do something more like a war run in Humankind, although we'll see with Humankind. I have a lot less practice with Humankind than I do with Endless Legends. A war run in Endless Legends, the thing that will make it a potential surprise for me is I don't think I've done a war run on hard difficulty, which is going to be the difficulty we do. Humankind, we're going to turn up the difficulty from where we had it last time, which may mean I'm more likely to lose. I'm also not necessarily very good at war in Humankind, so well, I'll probably try to take a little bit more aggressive footing to fight the other people, but we'll see how that goes. But those are sort of the 8 games coming up in the future. 4 of those we're going to put immediately into the cycle and start cycling those until we finish them. At which point, those are also the 4 games to the right there that we're going to swap to afterwards. So that was the main intent of this very short announcement stream. If you're watching this on Twitch, I will be streaming later tonight when I get back from dinner. But getting this recorded and uploaded to YouTube such that I can have this released before I start streaming was the goal. So this is an earlier stream. It's going to be a pretty short stream. Originally, I was going to do this video with a B-roll of some video from my break. Difficulties with trying to find the energy because I got a little bit of a cold. And editing meant that B-roll didn't come about. I may do a video later that is some of the stuff that I did while I was away on break. I went to a live steam train convention, so I'll have some B-roll of some steam trains being run. And then I went to a couple places. I think I got some pictures of the Trinidad Rock, for example. But it'll be a pretty small sort of travel video that I put up when that gets made. But that's basically the upcoming stuff. If you're watching on Twitch, again, video later tonight. This should stay up on Twitch for 14 days. I am basically recording this live to Twitch while recording it, so I have it for uploaded for YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll probably private this after it comes down off of Twitch, because probably by then we'll have completed the polling for Shonen Empire, and there won't be much in this video that is relevant after 14 or so days. But this is the upcoming stuff from 14 or so days. Most of the stuff I think is going to last at least 2 gaming nights. I think Terra Invicta is going to probably take more than 2. Farthest Frontier I think took 4 last time. Free Coal I can probably finish in 2 sittings. I might actually be able to finish it in 1, in which case we'll do 2 runs of it. But and then Endless Legend. Probably because I'm not trying to record ahead, I'm probably not going to run such long streams of that. So that'll probably be 2 parts as well. So yeah, we're looking at over 14 days into the future with this content. I'll probably try to do a little bit more minor announcement videos with this, as we complete games and start swapping to other games. So I hope everyone has been enjoying this little bit of an announcement video now that I'm back from break. So if you're watching on Twitch, this is what's upcoming over the next couple days. If you're watching on YouTube, this is giving you an idea what you can sneak in from Twitch to watch, and or what you can be expecting to come up in the scheduling for YouTube. So unlike prior to break, we're on the 3-game, 3-day cycle. We're going to go to a 4-game cycle, or 4-night cycle. So tonight, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow, and then we'd be back around to the first lot. Is the plan. We'll see how well that goes. And yeah, that's the plan. So hope you've all been enjoying. And if you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see to replace any of these games as these games get finished, feel free to let me know. I am mostly trying not to spend money on games in the moment. So if it's a suggestion for something you want to see, and I have it, it'll definitely get put in the queue. But giving me suggestions even for things I don't have is sometimes useful because it lets me know what games people might think are interesting to watch. So if I'm interested in playing them, I know to get them. It's probably a good way to think about them. So with that, wish you all the best of luck and a good time until the next stream or the next video, and bye for now.